The mystery of Apple founder Steve Jobs' death. What did he see when he died? Angels from beyond? In October 2011, the death of Apple founder Steve Jobs made waves around the world. His untimely death at the age of just 56 reminded us that, regardless of age or position in life, death spares no one. But his passing also offered clues to something more. Steve Jobs' sister, Mona Simpson, shared with the world what Jobs' last words were before he passed on to the afterlife. Steve's final words, a few hours earlier, were monosyllabic, repeated 3 times. Before he breathed his last, he looked at his sister, Patty, then for a long moment at his children, then at his partner, Lorene, and finally over their shoulders. Steve's last words were, "Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow." Perhaps Steve Jobs' exclamations were referring to his family, in an attempt to express his deep feelings of affection for each of them. Or perhaps he was simply summarizing his wonderful life in his final moments of reflection. But Mona Simpson's description of the scene could be read another way. And perhaps it should be, given that Mona also mentioned that her brother had told her he was going to a better place. As Steve's sister said, when the man exclaimed, "Oh, well," 3 times, he was no longer looking at his family members, but over their shoulders. This scenario is suggestive of a strange experience that sometimes occurs shortly before death, the so-called deathbed vision or ascending vision, in which the dying person sees apparitions of loved ones who have already departed to the afterlife. And sometimes they may be celestial creatures, angels, whose purpose is to guide the dying person to the afterlife. It is possible that at the moment of death, people see the afterlife, another dimension that we, the living, cannot see. For example, here is a caregiver's account of a dying woman. About an hour before she died, she said, "Everyone's in the room, everyone's in the room." I looked over my shoulder and saw nothing, but she could see that the room was full of people she knew. These were probably acquaintances from the afterlife.